Slightly shameless plug. I'm going to be running for, well, I am running for West Valley City Mayor. I'm here because West Valley City, as many of you may know, is about 50% minority. So it's important for me to understand and appreciate what minority communities go through. Because as a white, cisgendered male, I don't know that I can fully appreciate that. I have a poem. I don't know that I can quite compete, but I do want to preface it with a quote. Follow the path of the unsafe, independent thinker. Expose your ideas to the danger of controversy. Speak your mind and fear less the label of crackpot than the stigma of conformity. And on issues that seem important to you, stand up and be counted at all costs. So this poem's called Together. I am a man, and I can change my destiny. Even if breathlessly, chasing a dream beyond the scheme of brainwashing corporatists who give me a list of values they hold, of rot and of mold, which destroy Earth Mother and turn brother against brother, to keep us separate so we do not venerate our collective will. Instead we toil and till the muck in our face. Instead of values we disgrace, human values for race. The stories which divide, told by people who are snide, connected us to the system, hopelessly devoid of reason. We fight for our oppressors, labeling us as aggressors. Dog to attack man and woman, for oil profits for the Ku Klux Klan, who claim spiritual superiority in the name and authority of money and idiocy, stealing our liberties with glee, poisoning our air and water, bankrupting us when seen by a doctor. Our lives all matter, yet the oligarchs get fatter on our being divided, seemingly self-guided, preventing us from banding together to create a better way forever. We're told capitalism is pure, it is used to secure a ruling class of booted thugs who shoot their bulleted slugs at our beautiful people while they kneel at a steeple with their pseudo-morals and their ultimate goals to enslave all civilization while presented as a bastion of ethical purity, confusing with obscurity. And yet we have the power to overthrow the ivory tower of hate and pain and agony inflicted upon you and me. A wise man once said, before he was dead, an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Are white people so dense, thinking they need a fence between them and black and brown bodies, akin to Jews and Saudis? And are black and brown alike so jaded only an airstrike can bring us together while we murder our values fester? Is this all we have in store, rich making slaves of the poor, because we are so easily distracted by policies purposely enacted to create a biblical teeth gnashing, encouraging the head smashing of the poor against the poor, so we don't demand more? Yet if we aren't so easily distracted, we'd find our own policies enacted that encourage economic growth in healing this earth which we betroth to our next generation of hope, altering their path from a downward slope to become better than we have proven. We men and we women can be strong enough to call crony capitalism's bluff and demand a better way, for all have a right to stay on this beautiful earth where human you have worth. We are the many, we hold the power. It is not ivory, but an obsidian tower that perverts our values, all for monetary value. The time is always right to do what is right. We know our enemy. It is time to fight. Thank you.
Wow. Put your hands together one more time. Thank you. Thank you so much.